EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us north of the border in the beautiful city of Toronto, Canada. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Nighthawks of Paris taking on the Monarchs of Toronto. Set to go, Young Wei Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway from Toronto. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now this drive will begin with a run from A-Chain. They find some open field here. Inside the 20. And touchdown! Devon A-Chain. His fifth rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Monarchs are on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they got bold, over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
On the ready.
First carry here for Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Ready?
Second down and a run by Robinson. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 34. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Ritter now. He finds Robinson. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Oh, they're changing this at the line. Ritter looking to throw here on 4th. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
Ready?
So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Ritter. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Right back to A-Chain on 2nd down. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. How about this? Racing to the end zone. And all the way in for the touchdown. Devon A-Chain with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Monarchs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Prater for the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Ritter now on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. Drake London, his intended target, but now it's 3rd down. When you look at this defense, they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. If they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
On play action, here's Ritter. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the 1st down in the process.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Ritter on 1st and 10. This one into the hands of Pitts. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Nighthawks have got it back to within a score. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. They set up the screen to H.A.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 8. They give to H.A. on the option. And a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 182 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Murray now to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Now Murray. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt.
Prater's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Ritter throwing on third down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Ready, play.
Ritter on the 4th down try. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Look at the big man rumble.
Touchdown!
Kyle Pitts.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Nighthawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Here's Murray.
And this pass broken up. Now the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A good head down running on the return gets about 15 yards, and they will take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ritter back to throw. He'll find his... Now look at this! Big gain, but a fumble! And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
A lot of talk this, and now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. First down, here's Ritter.
This is caught.
And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
On the double. On the ball.
Robinson, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
Looking to throw it here. Ritter.
17.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will tie things at 17 all. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Bust, and I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Ochane. Touchdown! Devon Achane on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Monarchs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point good by Prater, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to...
And all deep in his own territory, coughs up the football. And they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give him a red light? Do you keep him in? Green light, let him go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after.
Touchdown!
Rondale Moore.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Monarchs will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Here we go.
Second and 10. Here's Ritter.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort with the mistakes that happen. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Meanwhile, Ritter's throw there caught by Fehoko.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the third time.
Jalen Thompson picks it. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He's going deep for Brown. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him. and it's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
Here's 2nd and 10. Option handoff now to H.A.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Murray changing the play.
They'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Third down. Here's H.A.
Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's going deep for Brown.
And that's going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They go back to the ground game with H.A. And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's taken down inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
242 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I mean, like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
The false start hurts him there a bit, backs him up to 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Murray. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Murray now. That is caught, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Out of the gun, here's a give to A-Chain.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Kyler Murray scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Monarchs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Nighthawks are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
On second down, a run, and this is a reverse here. Now Brown, he lost the football. And that one going to be slowed up before it could really get going. Good work defensively to read the trickery and make the stop. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his fourth down call.
That's one.
Murray sets to throw on fourth. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
The offense on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Ritter now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, green jack.
Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Ready up.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw, Ritter. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Here we go.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Wait.
Ritter will set up to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Drake London, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Nighthawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 2nd down, a run by H.A. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll run for it with H.A. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser, who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles and gain yardage.
A-Chain will take it in. Touchdown. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Now Ritter. Dancing to his left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Go. Real green.
Here's Ritter. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10.
Black ultra.
Ritter wants to throw it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Kaiser White. Muscling free near the 40. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Devon A-Chain taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Monarchs look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Prater on to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And it looks like this one won't work out. Haynes' team able to secure the football. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best
to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Toronto, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans.
Meanwhile, for Paris,
it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action